Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jay Will here again at Veteran Nerd Review. Getting ready to give you guys another DC Multiverse figure review on the DC Mcfarlane Flash Jay Garrick version. I gotta say, guys, Jay Garrick is probably one of my favorite versions of the Flash. I don't know why. Maybe it's because his name is Jay and my name is Jay. Maybe it's because the helmet wings are so appealing and so attractive or whatever. I don't know. It's just a swagger about him. But yeah, Jay Garrick is definitely such a capturing character for me. So definitely had to pick this guy up. I didn't get the special edition one that they were doing over at Mcfarlane toy store that a lot of people probably won, but this version, the classic version, is good enough for me. So definitely wanted to pick this guy up, and I did get the Target classic Flashes, the Barry Allen versions. Anyway, I got two of those, so one will be for me and one will be going in the raffle for you guys to win. So yeah, let's go ahead and take them off the stand there. And before I get into it, guys, I'll let you guys know the raffle for the Deluxe Proton Cannon Iron Man still in effect. Brand new sealed in box. So if you guys want your opportunity or a chance to win that, go ahead and hit up that Cash App in the description. $2 per ticket. Buy as many as you want, of course. Send your name and a code word that'll be written on your ticket as it goes in the cage as well with your name, so that way I can confirm it's you and not somebody trying to win your stuff. But yeah, take a quick look at the packaging here. Got the Mcfarlane window box here, DC Multiverse, the Flash, Jay Garrick. Unfortunately, mine came damaged. A nice big hole right there on the side, all crinkled up right there. So that's unfortunate, definitely, since I do like to keep the boxes intact. You see how it's kind of like space in there between like the inner bubbling, kind of got crushed inward, so that kind of sucks. You guys, a little stand right there in the back. The Flash, Jay Garrick, the Flash Age, and JSA. Some nice artwork right there on the back of Jay Garrick. DC Multiverse. Got his name right there again, just in case you don't know who it is yet. And other than that, not a whole lot else going on for the packaging. And he does, of course, come with this trading card with the same artwork from the back of the box. And the read up, if you guys want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. And yeah. So, let's bring these guys a little bit closer and do some comparisons, shall we? Go ahead and stand them up. Just to get the accessories out of the way, they did go ahead and give him 4 different electricity energy effects for him to run with. So he has 4 of these for you to position how you choose among his extremities. So that's pretty cool. They pretty much said, let's give Jay Garrick all the effects. So nice. And you of course always use it for other speedster characters. And then of course he does have interchangeable hands instead of down to business hands, one's equipped, and instead of knife hands, as we call them in the military anyway. So you give him some nice running poses with those. Keep standing him up just a little bit here. I do have him kind of balanced on a stand that belongs to another figure or another character. Come on. Let's just go ahead and take the stand out because I think he's not gonna stand up straight all the way with that under his foot. Ta-da, that's way better. So let's go ahead and throw in some of his JSA buddies. Got some motorcycles running through my neighborhood right now. We have Atom Smasher. We have Hawkman. Off balance because of those heavy wings. And we have Dr. Fate here. Get his balance a little bit more spot on. So, yeah, not a bad looking setup right there with the JSA. I had to kind of look over it again and kind of see who all are the other members of the JSA. But I think this is a pretty good start, pretty solid start right here. Until, of course, they do release comic book versions of these characters. These guys will be stand-ins. I did see also that they announced a comic book Hawkman at the SDCC. So that's pretty cool. Glad to finally be getting one of those comic book versions. And I do believe there's a Hawkgirl coming out as well. And just throwing some speedsters here, we have the Gamerverse Flash, Barry Allen, who is a bit on the short side compared to this guy. And of course we have the Gamerverse Reverse Flash. So you guys get your fix of speedster goodness right there. So you'll see what that looks like. And of course Jay Garrick is a little bit taller than both of them. Go ahead and bring these guys out. I do have a couple other Flashes, like I mentioned. I have the classic Flash from Target, and I have the Barry Allen from the TV show Flash, and I think that's it currently as far as Barry Allens go anyway. But they are still inside of the packaging, and so they will be unboxed at a later time. But take a closer look at this guy. The sculpt work is pretty nice on this guy. The line work is pretty sharp. Paint-ups look pretty good. Nice looking lean look on him right there. Pants a nice even tone. You don't really need a whole lot, I don't think. Anyway, some shading will probably help out maybe just a little bit, like around the muscle areas. Kind of give it that effect of like shadowy kind of effect, but a base plain look always works. All the way down to the boots there with the wings on the boots. I think this character, well, this version of the Flash is kind of based off of the Hermes kind of look. The God of Speed, that's where the kind of winged helmet thing kind of comes from, and of course the wings on his boots, which of course carried over later into later editions of versions of the Flash, except of course it went from being wings to being lightning bolts on his helmet, well on his mask anyway, and of course lightning bolts on the boots. So you kind of can see where the inspiration from the first Flash came from as far as Hermes, and then how the inspiration kind of later transformed into the Flash that we know today. But yeah, get down to brass tacks here. His head can't look up that far. It's down that far. Side to side turning. You get a good range of head tilt in there. With a nice relaxed kind of like face right there. Reassuring, everything's going to be okay kind of face. Shoulders more to the sides that far. His butterfly joint kind of came out socket right there, but it's fine. You can pop it back in place. But he does have the Mcfarlane butterfly joints, so you get a good little wobble in there. Then go all the way around, bicep swivel, double joint elbows that bend in that far. So you can kind of get him in a saluting pose if you so choose. You salute with your right hand, of course. But I just have the left hand equipped right now. You get the wrist swivel on the Mcfarlane ball joint right there. So you can just pop his hands off real easily like that. Then of course you get the diaphragm joint, the rotation, backwards crunch, forward crunch as well, rotation as mentioned, and then you get a second diaphragm down here in the waistline right there. You get extra rotation right there, extra crunch, back and forward. Then his legs kick out to the sides that far, down, front, back, upper inner thigh cut, so to speak. Then you have a double joint knees that bend in that far. No boot cut, but it does have the angle rotation due to the Mcfarlane ball joint down there as well. And you have the pivot as well as toe articulation. So you get a great range of articulation with this guy. Definitely captures the running motions that you want for a Flash or a speedster type figure or character. But he does look pretty good. I'm definitely liking the sculpting and everything, the soft plastic on the wings, on the helmet and everything, so you don't have to worry about breaking it off or anything like that. For the price point, I think I paid maybe like $19.99 for this guy. Definitely worth the pickup if you are a speedster enthusiast. If you have a different version like the Dark Knight's Metal or the Speed version of the Jay Garrick version, I think that could work too. Or the special edition version, I think that was based off of the show, the recent show. That one also works, but this one right here does it for me. So this is gonna be my version of Jay Garrick on my shelf in my displays. I think it's gonna stay that way for quite a while, more than likely. So let's set up the group shot again. And yeah, as always, guys, appreciate you all coming out and checking out my video. This has been my review on the Flash J. Garrick version. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts. Go ahead and share this video around with any of your buddies that you think may be interested in winning the deluxe Iron Man over here. $2 per ticket. I mean, $2 for a chance to win a pretty awesome figure with a proton cannon. Who would not want to take part of that? I mean, come on, let's be real here. And as always, guys, you all stay safe out there. Later.